In this video, I'll be looking at Scrapto and basically scrapping my 20-year-old Pulsar 150cc. So stay tuned.
Only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for me.
I wanted to scrap my vehicle, so I was Googling the other day and I came across a site called Scrapto.com. This is an online vehicle scrapping platform. It is used for scrapping not just your two-wheelers but also your cars. So what's the process it involves? So I basically came here and I wanted to scrap my vehicle, right? So I came to this, I entered the details. Is it a car, two-wheeler, truck, bus, auto, others? So I basically selected the two-wheelers and I entered my information and the state, the vehicle make and the vehicle model, right? Once this is submitted, they would contact you through WhatsApp. They would ask the necessary documents which are required to go ahead with this transaction. You have to make note that they would request you for certain information such as the name, the make and the model of the vehicle. Also, they would tell you the process in which they would include what all are required. They would also get in touch with you, and based on the conversation, they would strike up a deal and the details of this information would be provided to you on WhatsApp. They would also request for a SIPL and they would also ask for a map location so that they can send the details to you, such as the chassis and the number plate to your address. Also, they would also request you to provide an alternate number if they would like to get in touch with you. Now, what is Scrapto all about, right? And why would you like to recycle with them? So the risk of scrapping with unauthorized scrap vendors is that there is no paper activity. Also, you do not know if there are any illegal activities which are taken by them while you are done, as the chassis number and the vehicle number plate still belongs to the owner. Any crime which is done can trace back to you. So this is why we should be careful while we are scrapping the vehicle. And there might be dishonest activities which are done. And unorganized disposal is something which is already noticed in many times. So now let's just go back to the website again. Now when you see here, if I click on home, I can go to the steps which is included in scrapping the vehicle. I'd like to say my thought on this and want as the viewers to know this is uncut and want to provide the clear 100% guarantee on what was the process which was included while scrapping of the vehicle. So as I said that once you reach out to them, they would ask for the make and make of the vehicle. As long as you provide all the vehicle photos and the necessary documentation like the RC book, they would analyze it and they would come back to you with a quoted price of the scrap. As you see that they provide this, once this is completed and you have accepted their the bargain or the price which has been negotiated between you and Scrapto, they would schedule a pickup. The scheduled pickup would be a van. Basically, if it's a two-wheeler, in my case, a van would come and pick up this vehicle. Once the vehicle is picked up, they would provide you on the spot a scrap letter. It is being duly signed by Scrapto. Once the vehicle goes back to their area or disposing center, they would send you a scrapping video. Here I would like to enlighten you that it's just not scrapping, it's just dismantling of the parts and sending you a 1-minute clip. They will also send you the chassis number and the number plate in courier within 10 to 15 days. Now the remaining parts, what they do, they recycle them. They reuse the good condition parts, or I would say that they might be reselling these parts to the second hand or the grey markets. So let's see how many customers have they so far dealt with. Around 8,000 customers, around 80,000 vehicle owners have contacted them. As they are located in Bangalore, they are pan-India and they have pin codes. Around 1,500 pin codes have been served so far. I'll get you to the process of how this has happened I've documented this on my video, on my camera, and I would go through it step by step so that you are aware of how to dispose your vehicle. After a few days of discussion and multiple chats on WhatsApp, they finally made the transaction and I made the appointment. They arrived on Saturday. Finally, once the vehicle arrived at my accommodation, I instigated them to come to the location, and they parked their vehicle. And as you see, they are arranging a location to put the motorcycle in. So basically rearranging their van in order to accommodate my motorcycle. So what's the next step is that they're going to inspect the motorcycle and give me a certificate, the Scrapto certificate, which says that they are going to take the vehicle and the agreed amount and all the address and everything would be mentioned on that certificate. As you see, I'll show that process also. So this is the van which has been come here. I think almost 3 or 4 motorcycles can be accommodated in this. I don't know the exact location where they took the scrapyard. And as you see, this is the Scrapto certificate which they issue once they pick up the vehicle. So they gave us thorough step-by-step process of what is going to happen. As you see, if you can take a screenshot of it, you will see what is it. It is signed by the owner.
गाड़ी का वीडियो आ जाएगा,
Okay.
स्क्रैप का वीडियो और नंबर प्लेट और चेसिस नंबर। जो चेसिस नंबर यहाँ रहता है, यहाँ का एक्सटेंट रहता है बड़ी गाड़ी।
हाँ.
ये कट होके 10 से 15 दिन में आपके इस एड्रेस पे, जो स्क्रैप लेटर में आप एड्रेस लिखेंगे,
Okay.
इस एड्रेस पे आ जाएगा।
Okay.
ये प्रोसेस।
That is process, no? Okay. और पेमेंट सब अभी?
पेमेंट अभी ऑनलाइन है।
Okay.
आते
ठीक है. So that's what they said. Once they briefed me on what the next steps are, they are taking the motorcycle and they would be in pushing this off into their transport vehicle. Once the vehicle is loaded, they would basically take this motorcycle to their scrapyard, as I mentioned, and they would scrap the parts. Basically, in my understanding is that all the other parts, usable parts, they would scrap it, maybe sell it to a third scrap repairs or auto parts dealer, and the remaining parts would be recycled, right? So that's how their business model works as Zoom. And once they load this, and they would in few weeks, what they told me is they would send me a video of what is scrapping. I'll show you the video towards the end of it. So basically they dismantle the motorcycle and they give you a video of that saying that dismantle. So I had so here you have to note that, although they say they are very transparent, I had difficulty trying to get the video exactly. I just did not want not just the dismantling. I wanted to know what's happening to my parts, or is it sold, or is it being reused, or whatever. That transparency I did not get from the company. So I followed up multiple times with their team members to get videos related that either they are really scrapping the whole parts or they are threading it. I did not know the whole process there. Other than that, once they leave from my premise, as you see in the video, I have no idea of it. And the small 1-minute clip which they sent me, in which they dismantled the whole bike, as you see. Just after 2 days, I received a WhatsApp video where it shows me the dismantling of my motorcycle, as you see in this clip. After repeated requests, I did not get any feedback from Scrapto regarding what happens after my parts are dismantled, whether they are really recycling these parts. There is no video related to this. After repeated requests, they send me random videos of dismantling other motorcycles. In that also, there is no clear video related to what happens after it's dismantled. I assume that they dismantle these parts and it is sold on the grey market or to some automobile scrapyard places. Just after 2 weeks, I got a package in my mail with the number plate. That too, it's the black number plate with the chassis cut out in the, as you see in the screenshot. They did not send me the front number plate, but after asking them on WhatsApp also, I did not receive any feedback from them. So I thought, while I make this video, I would like to highlight this to any customer who is looking into really scrapping their motorcycle or their cars, that they look at that what is the process. This is the big process which I wanted to show in this video. There are not much clarity from the Scrapto team. Also, even though their team members were very supportive and explained to me everything in Hindi, but I did not get what I was looking for from the end result, that is where did my parts end up in the last. So if that could be addressed, all customers who are looking to scrap their vehicle, this was a good bet. Stay tuned for the next video. Now if you like my video, consider sharing and subscribing to my channel. Oh yeah, don't forget to hit the bell icon for future notifications.